Hi everybody, it's day 36 of social distancing, Monday, April 20th, 2020. Um, if you notice that there's a really big gap between this video and my last video, it is a really big gap. It's been 4 days. Kique the timer. Kique. Kique. The timer. The timer. Or was I? Yeah. Since Wednesday, I had to even look and count because my board had like 34, but I was like, there's no way it's only been 3 days. It's been 4 days. So, primary reason why is because, like I mentioned on my Wednesday video, my neighbors were really just, I don't know what they were doing. I think they were changing flooring or something, and it went on Thursday and Friday. I don't remember if they did it Saturday. It was really random on Saturday, but it was just honestly just gave me a big headache through working, and I just was not in the mood to be making these videos, and I didn't want to just be complaining about it. So that really threw me off. Honestly, I was getting really upset about it. I've never probably felt that upset in a long time, just because I couldn't escape it. Like if I went to my room, I would still hear it, and I can't like go to a library or something to get some quiet. So yeah, that's the reason for that gap, and that just made me feel really off, just because I was just like emotionally exhausted from that, which I feel like is pretty weak of me. Like at first glance, like dang, like I really let that get to me that bad. But I'm just gonna be honest, and that's the reason. That's the reason why. So Sunday was good. Wasn't gonna make a video on Sunday anyway because it's my Sabbath. I really just chilled. During that time, I did finish 3 anime already. So I was going through the Fate series, and they're not that long. Like they're like 48 episodes each show, and I really love that series. Except for like some of the point of the anime is that there's the Holy Grail that can grant anyone a wish. So there's 7 like masters, or usually mages, and they can summon 7 servants, but they're each of a different class. So there's like a saber class, which is like they're really good with swords, archer, lancer, berserker, caster, am I missing one? And an assassin. I think that's 7. I don't know. So it goes along that basic time, like that basic description, but it's based on like a game where you can choose, like your main character can choose like who you summon and random stuff like that. So it kind of goes through like different timelines. So 2 of them is actually like you watch, kind of like Star Wars, where you watch one storyline, then you watch the prequel to get it. I did it the opposite, so I was totally confused. So I did it right this time. And then I watched like the other timeline that isn't connected, but it kind of is depending how you look at it. So I did those 3, and I think there's 3 more, but there's only one other one in Netflix, which I probably will start later today, that I haven't watched at all. I watched the other 3 once already through each of them, and I love them. So I'm gonna watch this one, which is different. And it gets kind of annoying. I know it's like a little anime rant, but I'm gonna say it. It gets kind of annoying because they're kind of the same character. So I'm like, no, that's not their character. But it's because it's a game. Like, you can choose whatever, however the outcome goes. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. Also, my mom, during the last couple days, has gone through like a training to be a facilitator on like helping parents, like teaching parents how to teach their kids. I think that's really cool. Like she just did it. Did the Zoom class, got certified. So kudos to her for doing that in her meantime. It's really great that she did something to better herself. I have not done that. No, I haven't done that. The one thing though, so segue into my next thing. I'm investing some, I guess, sources into bettering my skincare. So I've noticed like my skin, without wearing makeup, over the last couple of days has been like very dry and oily, which is really weird. Like it's peely, but it's oily, so it's like a combo skin I guess. And I think I mentioned that earlier video, I'm not sure. But so I went out and bought like this certain line that I've read really good reviews about. So we're gonna try it out. I guess I'm just graduating from like my teenage products that I've still been using into actually adult products. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I don't have any lipstick on. I have just eye makeup. Reason being is because I went grocery shopping and had to do a Walgreens run because I went out and I wore a mask. And it was, I didn't take a picture with it or whatever, but it's like the basic like throwaway ones. It's like blue and it just covers here. And I went to my grocery store to get groceries and I was like, I feel really weird wearing this mask. But I saw like maybe 2 people in the parking lot wearing it. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. And then I walk in and I just end in my mind just thinking everyone's looking at me. But it was fine. After like going through the produce part, it was fine. I think this time people were a lot more like waiting to get something. Only a couple times did someone come like right beside me to get something, which I don't mind because I accidentally did that the last time I went grocery shopping. But everyone pretty much kept their distance. There was finally toilet paper and paper towels, but I could not find almond flour and paprika. I'm like, I need those, but it's fine. Trade off. Like, trade off. It's fine. And, oh, by the way, I think, super tangent, but my ears are clogged. Probably TMI, but I can't hear anything. And I think that also just threw me off, too. So I got something to fix that, which has worked for me. So yeah, it was an okay trip. I bought for like a week and a half ish, so maybe to last me through next Thursday, maybe. So that was cool, and it was funny because I was in like the cooking aisle or like the baking aisle, and there was a guy like scanning something or looking for something really hard on the aisle, and he like said hi to me and how am I doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. How are you? He's like, good. And then he looked at me and he's like, this is kind of weird, right? I'm like, yeah, because we both had the same masks on. Like, we're wearing masks. Like, this is normal right now. But I made sure like I didn't touch my face at all, and it was a problem because as you can see, my bangs are getting really long. And they were in my way, and I couldn't do this. I had to like go like that, and just make sure like to not touch it in any way, shape, or form. So that was the whole thing. It wasn't as stressful as my last time because I didn't have as much food. I feel like I still had a good amount of food. I'm convinced their carts are smaller than Walmart's carts. Pretty sure of that, but yeah, I just feel like they're smaller for some reason. So yeah, good trip. Probably might go worst case next Monday, best case next Thursday. I actually made the last trip exactly 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a half. So, and oh, one random thing. I know my video is going to go longer this time because I have a lot to say. But 2 times in the last couple days, we ordered delivery. So first time we got Raisin Cane's. That was fine. It was really good. I actually never had it before. And yeah, the guy just gave me the food and I just transferred the food over in a safe manner. And then we got Taco Bell yesterday, yeah, for Sunday. So might do that. Might like have a meal or 2 sprinkled in that is like delivery, maybe to make it last through Thursday, but we'll see. So yeah, that was fine. So before I get into like, I want to give like a stats on where we are right now in terms of COVID-19. But before I get there, one thing that also happened was my lights that I took forever to put up, like half of them aren't working, and I'm very upset, like in a funny way upset, because I'm like, I took a long time to put them up and now half of them are working. So I'm like, well, do I just buy new ones? I don't know. I might just buy them when I make my Target order for my bedding. I don't know, whenever that happens. And funny thing about what's going on too in some places, the wildlife or the animals are like taking over human spaces. Like there's stories of like like state parks that are closed to people, like the animals are just going to where like people normally like picnic areas and whatever, and and that's pretty neat. It's gonna be tough when people come back, but I think that's really neat. Like that animals are like taking like a, I guess, what's the right way to say it? Yeah, they're kind of just filling in that space that was originally theirs. Anyway, so we'll see. And the weather has been really nice too. Right now, when I went out, it was like 60 degrees. So I think this is spring. And also, it snowed Saturday or Friday. I don't remember. It snowed, but it went away. Like it's snow that sticks and it piled, but then by the end of the day, it melted away. So now it's 60s. I think we're in the clear. I think we're in spring, but I haven't put away my shovel or our coats yet. And I'm waiting for that to actually change my bedding, like giving myself some time. So last things, I want to give updates on where we are in terms of COVID. On the Illinois.gov website, there have been in Illinois 148,358 tests performed as of today. Out of those, there's been 31,508 positive tests and 1,349 deaths, which is a lot. I'm really surprised at the number of positive cases, and I did mention it. I feel bad. I should have seen the number of people that have actually like recovered. I don't have those numbers, but I can say that in terms of our like curve, I'm like trying to figure out the word. In terms of our curve, we're doing, it's really hard to say because over the last couple of days we've been like zigzaggy, like a roller coaster they call it. So it's really hard to see if that's like a peak or if we're just like trying to find the plateau somewhere. So, and I watched the governor a little bit do his like presser, I think February or Thursday. Oh, February. Oh my gosh. Friday or Thursday. And that's what he shared of like, it's really hard to tell where we are, because some other states is really like obvious, like okay, they're plateauing at least. I don't know if there's been some that have said that they're on the downturn, but I'm like, it's too soon. I don't know, that's just me, but maybe they are. I haven't like looked into that like hardcore. And then in terms of the country, according to the CDC, again, just total cases in terms of the whole country, there are 746,625 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19, and total deaths being 39,083. So yeah, it's really sad. Like those many people have passed away, and then all those families are affected too. I don't have the recovery numbers either, so maybe I'll follow up on that tomorrow. And the big hot topic in terms of, I haven't even listened to the presser today. I don't know if I am going to eventually do it. Just really getting frustrated with it. Like, I'm not going to make this political. I'm just going to say I'm really getting frustrated with them. And I don't know. It's like I have to go through that frustration to be able to hear everything firsthand, or depend on all these news outlets that are just giving me their opinions on top of what's actually happening. So I usually just vote to just get really annoyed, but at least know for sure what's being said versus like someone's interpretation of what's going on. And the big discussion right now is like, when are certain states going to reopen or not? Some, like in Florida, they reopen the beaches, and it's silly. I'm going to laugh because the governor has made WWE, like the wrestling, as an essential business. And I'm like, that's terrible. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's too soon. Florida has like a buttload of people, a lot of older people. So it's really disheartening but there's all like this, like, is the cure worse than the disease? And like, I'm the type of person where I think you do whatever it takes to save as many people as you can. That's just me. I don't know. I'm not making those decisions. But as far as our state goes, he hasn't made a decision yet, and he said that he's really just listening to his own scientists and experts on what to do with the state. So, and it's even more frustrating because every state's going to be doing something different, and that's chaos in a way too, especially because there's 50 states, not to mention all the territories and stuff like that. So we'll see. More to come on that. Maybe they said something today on other states that have slowly been reopening. I know there's protests in Michigan for them to reopen, and they protested and they didn't practice social distancing while protesting. They're protesting for the state to lift their stay-at-home order. We haven't had that in Illinois, so we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of pressure to open back, but we'll see. And that's pretty much it. Like, the longest video probably. I think I just made up for a couple days unless I forgot something. So yeah, today is day 36. Social distancing, April 20th, 2020. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.